Liturgy of Place. We're on page 26. When you commute to work, you likely take a similar route each day. To implement a liturgy of commute, you can use the landmarks and cross streets of your route as a trigger for engaging with God. Praying for something specific at given cross streets, confessing as you drive by assigned landmarks, surrendering the workday to God at particular stoplights or freeway exits, and listening for God might have you hear about your work and the people with whom you work. Let me start that sentence again. To God, particularly stoplights and freeway exits, and listening for what God might have you hear about your work and the people you work with can make up the liturgy of your daily commute. There we go. A daily liturgy of commute might also involve connecting the inner landscape of your heart with the outer physical landscape as you travel. Are there dark places in your heart? Then dark areas where you drive, walk, or bike might prompt you to reflect on what you may need to confess. Are there peaks or hills in your life or work for which you are grateful? And then when you crest a hill, thank God for them. What about the flat areas and the long stretches that are relatively monotonous and unchanging? How might these areas prompt you to pray through the ordinariness of your work today? What other features of the landscape might provoke thoughtful reflection for you? One friend's office is at the end of a long bridge. Each day as she commutes, she uses the time driving over the bridge to remind herself of God's calling for her to be a bridge at work, a connection, and a conduit to share God's love with her colleagues. She found this experience to be particularly useful compared with other practices she had tried because, as she put it, I was fresh and undistracted when I went over the bridge, so it was a great way to set up the day. God can transform your commute, whether it is a mundane, a stressful, short, or long, into an experience of worship and attentiveness to the Holy Spirit. You can be intentional about how you are shaped, and it begins with your commute. Even people who commute with others can participate in this practice. It may take some creativity, but it can be done. For instance, parents dropping off their kids at school can use this time to engage with them, discussing what they are thankful for, listening to a worship song, praying for the day ahead out loud together. You could even do this if you are picking up other people's children by asking how you might pray for their day before you drop them off. If you carpool with coworkers, be intentional about listening to them. Ask about their concerns for the day. And as they are opening up, ask them how you might pray for them in the hours ahead. If you travel on public transportation, observe those around you and ask God to meet their needs. If you travel to work alone, your commute may be the only time during the day when you have quiet and solitude. By entering into a liturgy of commute, you are being intentional about using this quiet time and space to begin the day with God as you travel to your place of work. We're going to move to liturgy and attention in the next video.